Do I get to go to the wedding or not?
You don't have a game January
15th? Today was a good day. Good bounce back victory. The lesson, I think the thing that we've got to be better about is, I did coach a different team today than I coached yesterday. And you could see that early on. I guess from a player perspective and staff perspective, we knew yesterday that 23 could shoot. We just didn't guard her yesterday, and so I think our focus was clearly better. I think we understood our backs were kind of against the wall. And, I think that's probably the biggest thing that we're having to learn is that there's no, and I've known this for a long time, I like our team. We have no margin for error. We have to be locked in and ready to play. And when we are, we're fine. And when we're not, it doesn't go well. So good day today. It was a very much needed win. I think our side is very congested with a lot of good teams. And, I don't know that I know us at our best is just fine, but we got to be at our best a lot. So, got to get more consistent, and hopefully that'll come as we, play more games this year.
Coach, I know. During the Charlotte series, you kind of talked about the advanced scouting, how you have Coach Crawford and Coach Blinkovich kind of scouting between both games. What was the biggest adjustment? Really, because you kind of seemed to beat FIU tonight at their trap game. So how did you guys adjust that in the short time you had between the end of last night's game and the start of today's game?
Well, we did the same stuff against their press, and then we were much more organized after the press, and that's something that, we're a work in progress, and I've got to do, a much better job of having us in the right stuff at the right time. And they've got to be disciplined to get the ball to the right spots. And we were much better about that today. And that helped our offense a lot. The third quarter, we basically decided that we weren't going to play at all. And then, but other than that, we scored the ball really well today. And we didn't play in a hurry at all. And hopefully that's a lesson that we learned. So I was happy with our offense for the most part. I thought the third quarter we were pretty kind of out of it and a little bit like we were yesterday. But it didn't last long. And then, Lorelei Roper, she was just tremendous. She hit 2 big shots at the end. And she had her best game at Marshall. And if she doesn't play like that, we don't win. So what a big day she had. And super proud of her, very, very proud of her.
Coach, do you feel, since you said just a moment ago that it was a completely different team that you coached yesterday, does this team often have identity crises?
I think that I just don't know that we quite understand, yet how on it we have to be to win the game, and I know that we're working through. It's been a challenging year on a lot of things, but taking a team and you look at us and you watch Lorelei Roper today and you watch Kristen Mayo today, and we didn't have them for the first 4 games of the year. So you have to try to find a way to win with that group, and then you sort of we played 4 games, so we developed a rhythm a little bit about how we're going to try to get it done. We only won 1, but we lost 2 in overtime. So we were close. And then it's honestly okay, here's a completely different team. And now we've had 4 games to try to put them together. And so I think that has been the thing that's probably been the biggest challenge from a staff perspective is just many people have stepped up in moments. And I think that we sort of rolled with the old heads today, so to speak. And I thought they rewarded us for that. And I've challenged them on that. I need to know who's going to make plays, and I was pretty pointed about that last night. So it was nice that, we stepped up and we got it done. That was a big game.
Their pressure situation, I know you said it was going to be 80 minutes of press basketball. Last night, maybe you said the team looked okay against the press, but today it seems like they kind of almost picked it up overnight and were able to beat FIU at their own game.
Yeah, I think we handled the press just fine in both games. You know, it was not the biggest thing it did was rhythm. I thought a couple times tonight we got a little out of sorts, like in the third quarter, towards the end of the third quarter. But we handled the press just fine, and that's been a thing. You know, I was worried about that going in because we just hadn't seen it, and sometimes we don't handle that well. But I thought we were organized well, and I thought they did a nice job. And then you know, on the back end, our defense was completely different today. It was completely different. And the things that we were supposed to do yesterday, we actually did today. And so, you know, I just talked to him about, and maybe it's this year or whatever, I think it's almost like I need to simplify a little bit the stuff that I'm talking about because we sort of did that today. And, you know, there was just a couple things we knew that we couldn't give up. And we took them off that stuff and, you know, had success by making them do things that you know, I'm sure they wanted to come out and have us guard in the same fashion we did last night and give great shooters open shots and be disorganized and things like that. And we didn't do that. And then that's the difference. You know, that's what happens when you're on your game is, you know, it's a little bit easier to have a chance at the end. And so that I thought that was the difference today probably is patience and organization on offense and then just much better fight and awareness on the other end.
Was that the big thing on Danielson, just getting out on her a little bit quicker, getting the hands up, that type of thing compared to last night?
Yeah, I mean, we just lost her on every flare screen they set. We acted like we'd never seen a flare screen in our lives. And, you know, and so we talked about that. That was one of the things, you know, and we were ready and we were supposed to be ready last night, you know, but we weren't. So live and learn and grow. And, you know, clearly we did today, but yeah, she's a heck of a shooter. And, you know, her 3-point percentage isn't as good as some of their other ones, but watching her, I knew going in, you know, we could not afford to leave her open. And I think her shooting percentage is probably a little bit lower because she shoots some difficult shots. But if you leave her open, that's a high percentage shot for them. So I was glad we did not tonight. I guess she was 0 for 2 from 3. So last night she got off 5, I think, and made 4. Tonight she only got off 2. And that helps when you're trying to, you know, make the ones that can really shoot it, don't give them looks at all. It's not get them to miss. You don't want them to shoot it, you know, and that was helpful tonight. Very good.
Kind of remind you a little bit of the Louisiana Tech, in a series earlier in the season where you didn't look first game like well.
Yeah, I thought we fought better against in that first game against Louisiana Tech. We just didn't close it, you know. But you know, we played better today, and we learned consistency. You know, we've got to be. We were a little bit like this last year. We would on Thursdays we would have some efforts that just weren't right, and then Saturdays we'd kind of decide that we wanted to be a decent team, and then we'd show up and be better. And so I think our leadership needs to get that fixed. They need to understand that. And I talked to them a little bit coming out of the third quarter when when we just promptly gave away everything we worked really hard for in about 5 possessions. I let them know that they can't. I mean, they are. I've got them out there at the beginning for the reason they practice the best, the most consistent. They're not supposed to drop off when they come out of there. And that's a group that's played a lot of minutes, and they've got to get that fixed. They've got to set the tone, and we did in the first half. And there can be no let up, or you see what happens, you know. And it's the same thing for everybody we play. You know, we're going to do the same things to people when they relax, and you know, we've got to learn that. We've got to grow, and I think that's leadership. You know, our leaders have got to be better in that stuff.
Well, Samantha got some time. Obviously, it's got to be hard here in the middle of the season and kind of stuff, but it looked like she got some quality minutes in there.
I could not. Sam, is that what you said? She, you know, she doesn't know 90% of what I'm saying out there because she got thrown in the fire with. You got to think about. I've been talking to the other group for for like 6 months, you know, and she's heard me talk and our terminology for, I mean, it's like 4 weeks or something like that. And 2 of those weeks she was out. So competitively, I think it's pretty easy to see that when the ball's up there, she's going to go try to get it. And we tried to be, we tried to help her with the scheme. I don't expect her to know everything that I expect Lorelai Roper to know, but put her in a spot where she can be tough and athletic. And I thought she did that. You know, I showed her clip of she guarded a ball screen and got 2 rebounds last night in a minute. And I showed that clip to everybody else. I'm like, she's coming. You know, she is she's ready to play. And you know, so I had a chance there. I didn't expect to play her this weekend at all because quite frankly, it kind of puts her in a tough spot. So I'm pretty proud of her for me looking over there and going, no, I think she can handle it. You know, I'll help her through the organization part, but competitively, she's fine. So let's see if she can run through this minute and a half. And I thought she did. So good start to her career. You know, good start to her career, and she's going to get better because she works at it.
So, Coach, should we expect LaFawn to get more minutes as the rest of the season goes on, or was this just like a one-time like audition per se for like maybe next year?
Well, I think when you look at everybody, if I put you in there and I feel like it went well, then you got a chance to play some more. And so I put her in there and I felt she played well. So, you know, and I've said this the last 3 days, I think one of the big challenges for us is figuring out who should be out there and who shouldn't. I thought Lorelai Roper definitely said, I need to be out there, you know, and I think there's others too, but I thought Sam was good. You know, my confidence level in Sam is more now than it was before we started this weekend. I'll tell you that, you know, so I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with her. Very, very happy with her. She's a puppy dog. She's supposed to be playing in high school games, you know, but she's not. That's the thing about her. When she sees the ball, she goes and tries to get it, you know, every day in practice, and you saw it out there. So there's a lot that we've got to help her through, and it's been start and stop for her too. But I thought that, hey, there's a spot. We got a little foul trouble. Let's see what she's got. And she was good. She was good. All good? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.